Hari Om. We will continue with the difference between properties and indexes. So the very important property here, the very important concept we have discussed so far. The first difference, defining a property that involves providing a property name. This is an example we have seen. I have two private members. For manipulating these private members, I declare two properties and you give a property name called capital A for managing A and capital B for manipulating small b. So you define a property using a property name. Whereas indexes are not defined with the names but with the this keyword, which refers to the object instance. We have just now seen this example. Here your data member is a string data member. To access the string data member, I am defining an indexer which is using the this keyword. There is no name specified for the indexer. It is just using the this keyword. And you have the get method as well as the set method. As you have getter and setter here in the property, here also we have the getter and setter. But here you will be returning a single value, but single element using the name of that particular variable. But here you use the name along with the index which is passed as an argument in the this keyword. And again for setting also, to whichever element you want to assign value, you have to pass that index that is taken from the this reference. And similar to property, the indexes are very much similar to property, but the difference is indexer takes an index argument and it looks like an array, and indexer is declared using the name this, and indexes are sometimes referred to as smart arrays also. And your indexes do not have to be indexed by an integer value. We have seen example also. In the first demo program, we used integer as an index, but in the second demo program, we used string as an index. So it is up to you how to define the specific lookup mechanism in your program. And your indexes can also be overloaded. So when I say overloaded, I can define an indexer like this. The same can also be repeated, saying public string this int index comma and another index can also be specified there. You can have int index comma string index 1. Like that you can have more than one arguments also here in the this indexer. So that is what it says. Your indexes can also be overloaded, and your indexes can have more than one formal parameter. That is what I told you. If you want to have some two-dimensional array to be manipulated, more than one formal parameter will be set. So your indexes can be overloaded, which cannot be done with your properties, and your indexes can take more than one arguments also for managing. Let us see what is the difference between properties and indexes in a table form. So these are the differences I have picked up. Properties and indexer. Your property allows the getter and setter methods to be called as if they were public data members, and indexes allows elements of an internal collection to be accessed by using array index on the object itself. Your property is accessed through a public name that is defined in your class, and your indexer are accessed through an index that is specified in the class, that is defined in the class. Your property can be a static property or it can be an instance member also, but your indexer must be an instance, it cannot be a static member. And your property, a get accessor of a property has no parameters, but here the get accessor of an indexer will be having the formal parameter list as the indexer. Whatever index you are going to use, you can have one dimensional index or you can have two dimensional index, then that will be used here in the getter method. And defining a property involves providing a property name. You must provide a property name here, but here for indexer I need not provide a name. I can use the this keyword which will be referring to the current object. And your set accessor of a property contains the implicit value parameter. Here the set accessor of an indexer has the same formal parameter list as the indexer, and it is also having the value parameter. And your property supports shortened syntax, but here it supports expression members for get only indexes. And your properties cannot be overloaded, but indexes can be overloaded. So for the same index I can have one dimensional index, and you can define two dimensional index also using the this keyword. So these are the differences we can find with properties and indexer. So with that we are completing the indexer concept. So in our previous videos, the two important concepts of C# programming, properties and indexes, we have discussed with suitable examples. And my dear students, please refer our Moodle LMS and complete the assignments and submit it on time. Thank you.